So the Puente project has been around for 30 plus years. It started in community colleges and then it was brought into the high schools. It was recently brought to Roosevelt High School and we now have it here.
Puente is a program that we've had about 10 years here in Corona Norco Unified School District. And it was a program that was originally established about 30 years ago by the University of California system to target students, to get more students into the college level.
We call ourselves a family, the Puentistas, and it really has built up this culture for the Puente program and our students. So they not only see each other in my class, but they also go to homeroom together. So they really see each other a lot during the school week and the school year where another class might not. So we really focus on that relationship. So not only building the relationships in the classroom, but also building the relationships outside the classroom. And so we've seen that that's been really impactful to Roosevelt and our culture to have these students kind of come together. They work together in an academic setting, but then they also have each other for support outside of school.
The Roosevelt Puente program is really a big deal. They started a little later in the game than some of the other schools in Corona Norco, and their program just took off, and the kids really get to come together and feel like a familia, which is really what Puente is all about.
Puente is also a support system for the student. We have the parent component, the teacher component, and the counselor component. Together, we help address issues that the student is facing throughout high school. The teacher with the writing and academics, the counselor with grades and other classes, and the parent with community involvement and academic support as well. And with that support, they're able to achieve their goal of getting to a four-year university.
If you're interested in going to college and you want to have a program that will grow with you, that will support you, that is going to be there for you, Puente is the program. I think compared to a lot of different programs on campus, this is probably the most involved one. You personally connect with people around you that have similar interests. It really keeps you on track.
One of the great things about Puente is that the parents are so involved, and it's super important to give kids, especially the 9th and 10th graders, that support where parents are there, knowing what's happening in the classroom. They get to be very involved in fundraising, field trips, knowing what's happening in the classroom. We even have parent volunteers to really get the parents involved, because it helps the students so much to know that their parents are part of this larger community.
I recommend Puente not only because it's an honor class, but because it teaches your child to think outside of the box. It teaches them how to write creatively. It teaches them who they are. It also teaches them that they need to be leaders for themselves and for their classmates.
Going in there, we kind of established a family, so it's a really welcoming environment. Because of the comfort in the class, everyone kind of shares their ideas, so it's easy to learn from other people.
What I love about Puente is that it exposes our students to just a variety of different resources that we have. When we talk about going to four-year universities, we have a lot of our first-gen students that are in Puente, and sometimes they make mental limitations as far as where they want to go and how far they want to be, and where they can go and where they can reach to. And sometimes just exposing them to a four-year university. We do some college trips. We've done NorCal, you've gone to Stanford, you see Berkeley, and sometimes it's hard seeing yourself in those places without even going there. And what Puente does is through those university trips and those college trips, we expose those students on that being a reality for them, and how you can actually be there and see yourself among all the other students.
As a parent from the Puente program, it gave me the opportunity to close the gap between the parents, students, and school. And it's been amazing to participate on the field trips and fundraiser.
It has really challenged me to get out of my comfort zone, not only in reading and writing, but community service is a big part of Puente, so I was able to meet new people and get more involved.
And then also the community aspect outside of school. They have community service hours that they're required to do, so we really make sure that not only are they making an impact in the classroom and at Roosevelt, but also in East Fellow as well.